About a year ago, I had a client come to me who was burned out in his job. And now he's a thriving business owner doing something that he really loves, helping people in a new and unique way. How did he do that? Well, let's talk about the story. Hey there, my name is Jeff Perry. I'm a leadership and career development expert and author of The Intentional Engineer and The Intentional Career Guide to Professional Networking. I want to tell you a story about one of my clients that I worked with a little over a year ago. Now, he came to me first with thinking he needed to make a career shift. He had started his career and had done really well in manufacturing, but he had already shifted from that into a software, kind of a project program management type role. And there were some things that he really liked about that in terms of the flexibility and also the new skills that he was gaining, but the actual team and organization was not really a fit for him anymore, and he recognized that something needed to change. So we started working on some things. We worked on his mindset, we got clarity on the things that were most important to him, and he recognized that there was some increased desires for freedom and planning and opportunity that he really wanted to be able to seize. And during that time, he actually started a side business, and he was getting gigs on places like Upwork and others like that, and utilizing some of the skills that he had been gaining to automate and create workflows and use artificial intelligence inside of businesses, which he'd gained in this new role that he'd had for about a year, but didn't feel like he was applying it as much as he could. And so he said, hey, I could probably help others with this. By the time we finished working together, he was on a path to growing a very successful business, and now it's thriving even more. And he goes back to saying, hey, there were some key shifts and opportunities and challenges that he was able to overcome because of that focused coaching experience that we were able to do together, where he thought he needed to go get another job. And maybe that would have been an okay path for him, but he was able to unlock even more ambition that fit him and his goals and his lifestyle and his intentions for where he really wanted to take his life and his career. And that for him ended up being growing a business. But even in the midst of that time, even while he was still in that role before he went all in on his business, we were able to shift some of the experiences around some of the burnout that he was experiencing. So even though he didn't leave that job that he was in that he wasn't enjoying before, he was able to transform some of his relationships and some of his own mindsets about that experience so that it wasn't nearly as much of an energy drain and actually became an energy creator and a fuel for him to start building the business that he was passionate about and where he wanted to go for his future, instead of it being a complete drain and not giving him anything else that he could do outside of that. And here's one of the principles that we discovered together during our time working together, is that burnout isn't just solved by rest. It can often be solved by reinvention, by changing what we do and who we are and becoming more of who we really want to be. So maybe that's you. Maybe you are feeling burned out or tired out, or feeling like maybe there's a reinvention in your future. If so, I'd love to help you. Please reach out and let's connect, and let's talk about how we can help you become the person, the professional, the husband, father, wife, mother, whatever other roles you take on that you really want to become. Because it's not just about owning your career, it's about owning your entire life, and I'd love to help you do that. Please reach out, let's connect. Maybe the Engineering Career Accelerator or one of my other programs is a perfect fit for you. And by the way, please make sure to like and subscribe to this video and to this channel to make sure that you don't miss anything in the future. Thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you in the future.